On August 18, 2011, the soon-to-be 300-foot steel roller coaster of Leviathan was officially announced by Canada's Wonderland. Since then, the coaster has gone on to entertain guests for over a decade, becoming a very popular staple for the park. The history of the ride begins just over a decade ago in late 2010 to early 2011, when B&M, a roller coaster design company co-founder, Walter Bollinger, admitted that he owed Canada's Wonderland a favor in designing a new roller coaster, after years of not showing interest, on top of having an exclusivity clause with Cedar Point Theme Park. In addition to B&M's newly made promise, Canada's Wonderland was in the market for a new, exciting, yet smooth roller coaster. Construction of the ride would begin shortly after in September 2011, when the track was first being put down. 1 month later, in October, the coaster's longest and heaviest lift hill track piece, standing at a massive 120 feet long, was installed by the middle of November, and making solid time in construction overall. The lift hill and drop were finished as the rest of the ride was nearing full completion. The track of Leviathan was finally completed on February 7, 2012. In March of that same year, the first test run was complete. Right before launch, Canada's Wonderland would go to launch an auction in which bidders around the world competed by betting to be one of the first of 96 public riders, while also getting to experience the ride early on April 27, 2012, which would all be donated to the Hospital for Sick Children. The official highest bid for the auction was $1,000. On May 6, 2012, a week after the auction winners were able to ride the attraction first, Leviathan opened to the general public. Leviathan is thought to be themed with biblical-related imagery in mind. Given the large Leviathan statue standing right outside the ride's queue, this was chosen as a theme by Wonderland to give the illusion to guests that the epic sea monster was hunting riders, in which by riding the coaster you can successfully escape the creature. An interesting piece of theme park history and theming for the ride. To begin the ride experience, Leviathan opens with a small 180-degree right turn right out of the attraction station, and then enters the ride's 306-foot lift hill over the park. Reaching the lift hill's crest, the train drops at an 80-degree angle and enters the 100-foot tunnel. After quickly exiting the tunnel, the train makes a curved 164-foot overbank turn to the right before dropping once again and turning left at high speeds. Followed by the high-speed left turn is a 183-foot camelback, which is then followed by a 115-foot hammerhead turn. The train then leaves the hammerhead curve and enters a second high-speed turn, followed by a shorter 124-foot camelback, which leads to the third speed turn and then is lastly followed by the final left turn, which is followed by the roller coaster's brake run. Talk about a thrill ride, all the twists, turns, drops, and on top of it all, the speed and height. Over the next decade, Leviathan would go on to become a staple and one of the many main attractions for Canada's Wonderland, leaving a continued legacy and inspiration for coasters of the future. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed our quick deep dive into the history and experiences of Leviathan, then perhaps you would enjoy our other videos on theme parks and rides from past and present. Visit our official YouTube page for more. While you're here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps more than you know. Lastly, we've launched a Patreon page with many different tiers to choose from, each with exclusive and exciting content. If you enjoy what we do, then please consider becoming a monthly donor so we can keep the lights on. Follow us on all of our social media platforms for more updates, photos, reviews, and more. Until next time, keep the thrill alive.